Hey everyone, this is Mike from Elite Auto Outlet in Bridgeport, Ohio. My phone number is 740-633-8888. And what I have for you today, I've been waiting to do this one. I'll tell you what, I thought about keeping this one in my personal collection. I got a family with 3 kids, and I thought, this van's too nice to sell. And you never see him anymore. And I just almost wanted to keep it to take on vacations, to be honest. Probably what it lived its whole life doing. But this is it. This is a rare find. This is a 1996 Ford E-150. It's a conversion van by StarCraft. It's the StarQuest model. And it has pretty decent mileage for a 96. 111,000 miles. And it's in great shape. I mean, just absolutely great shape. And I wanted to take you on a quick walk around. The time has come to where I have to tell myself, Mike, you're not going to keep a van around to sell, or a van around to drive twice a year. Maybe one day I'll find another one, but I will tell you, in the 10 years I'm doing it, this is the cleanest, nicest conversion van I ever took in on trade. It's actually a 2-owner vehicle. The original owners purchased it brand new, and they kept it under a carport most of its life. And I'll show you some of the fading on the paint and things. You can actually tell exactly where it was sitting, almost in a carport. And they used it for vacations and when they wanted to take trips. And then the second couple who bought it, they were using it to take around to different shows that they used it. And that was their vehicle that they took. So yeah, that's pretty much the nuts and the bolts of the ownership. Like I said, I almost wanted to make it a 3rd owner, but it's too nice of a van for me to keep for just a couple days out of the year. So I'm going to do a quick walk around. I'm going to show you everything inside. Think of this as your trip back to 1996 when you were a kid and you were going on vacation with the people in town that had the conversion van, and how comfortable it was. So let's get into it. Vehicle, like I said, 96. It's going to have fading. It does have fading on the paint, as you can see on top. It doesn't really have it's all the same color, but it really doesn't have a shine to it anymore. I mean, there's places where you can see a shine, but all the paint's just faded. And I would believe that it's that with the front end of it out of the front of the carport here, because you can see there's like a spot right there in the chrome where it's just faded, like something as it sat there just faded that one particular spot in the chrome on the bumper. The rest of the bumper's in great shape. You got a little bit of fading on the headlights, nothing too crazy. Can you buff it out? I don't know, you might be able to. Do you leave it alone and enjoy it? Yeah, that's what I would do. Grill's all in good shape. It's 4 new tires on it. That was done by the previous owner when they bought it. They said the tires were a little dry rotted. And that was the only thing that kept it from passing West Virginia inspection. Real clean car though. I mean, it doesn't have rust. Hasn't been driven in the winter all the time. You can tell. And if you look up in there, I mean, the frame and everything, yeah, it's got a little bit of surface rust on it, but it's nothing crazy, especially since we live in Ohio up here. Got a little mark on the mirror here. I'm going to be as in-depth as possible and show you everything about it. Fading on all the door handles. Interior's in fantastic shape. It's got these beautiful leather seats, as you can see, by StarCraft. They're like sitting in a recliner at home. I'll get around to the other side and I'll show you the other sides of the seats too. All the carpet's in good shape. It's had floor mats in it that are a little worn, but you can see the carpet underneath, that thick shag carpet. It's really nice. The door panels have a little bit of fading on them from the years. Sure, if you were meticulous, you could take that all apart and re-dye it and it would look great. This is pretty much how it came in. We cleaned it up a little bit, but this is how it came in on trade. And I'll take you on a tour in the back first. You got the same chairs that are in the front you got in the back, which are these leather chairs, and these things are like brand new. The handle on this one seems to be broken. I know that the previous customers had these out because they were actually taking cargo in here too, but they left the reclining foldable bed open so they could sleep in the back, which she said that the bed in this thing was absolutely nice to sleep in. She could sleep in it anytime. But I mean, you can see just the leather's plush. Doesn't have a lot of wears or cracks. Really nice shape. Good quality leather that they had in these vans. And it's got shades all the way around that pull down. All the shades are functional except for this one and this back window back here. It's broken. But I mean, you could still use it. It's just that what it does basically is you have wire ties that go along the sides here, and then you just pull it down like this. And as you can see, it's in fantastic shape. And then when you're done with it, you just pull it back up. I'm going to leave all of them up for you. It has the mood lighting in it. It has the rear AC, and this thing does have ice cold AC. It's got all the passenger side mood lighting that goes down the sides. It's got a radio in the back all the way there, in the back of it. TV is not hooked up. I was told it works though. It has a TV and a VCR. This whole center unit right here can be removed with a couple bolts. I don't even have it bolted in actually. And then there's a plug that you plug it into. It's got ashtrays. It's got like an AC converter there that you can plug things in. It's got that's the button to actually, one of the buttons to fold the power seat, which works great. This one I'm missing. Yeah, you can tell, you know, it doesn't smell like it's ever been smoked in. All your windows and everything work as they should. And as you can see, it's not all rusted away down there on the quarter panels or anything. So this isn't like a normal van that just, you know, that they rust away. This thing's in great shape. Doesn't even have the rust along the door panels or anything. Super clean. Like I said, matching tires in the back. Would be really cool would be to put all these decals and get them replaced by somebody. That would make this van look pretty sharp. It'd definitely be, like I said, like the retro 1996 look. Let me take you in the back and show you some of the amenities back in 96. First off, you got a dust buster. You want to keep everything tidy. It still works. You have an air compressor. So if you need to air things up, it works good. And this whole bed, what you do is you fold this panel down and it folds out. You can see it's got little legs on it where the legs stand. And then you fold these two pads out, and then all you got to do is basically hit this button here and the whole seat will start folding back. Now we've got it all in the up position right now, but that'll allow you to fold that seat out, and then that's what becomes your bed in the back. It's just all power operated from there. It's got a little compartment so you can hang your clothes up when you're traveling, and actually not too bad a space back here to put some luggage and everything. You could slide underneath of there. So cool. Also has a trailer hitch with a trailer brake and wiring hookup. Sorry about the wind. It is a windy day. Of course, it starts to kick up when I'm doing a video. Body-wise, body's good going down the side. There's a couple little places here that need buffed out more. Looks like it has like a scratch on this one side. That's the most terrible part. All your windows are sealed up and good. Nothing leaks. They all open up so you can ventilate. Probably the only thing that's really broken on this thing is your running board on this side. Just cracked. And they only sell replacements for these running boards from StarCraft. And then you have to send the van there to get them installed. So maybe if you found another model StarCraft, then you could get that replaced. But it's just from time, you know, it's cracked. They tried to fix it, they kind of pop riveted it. I wouldn't stand on it, especially me being my weight. And you got all your power windows, your power door locks, your power mirrors, everything that would come in like an XLT model, E-150. You got all the seats work as they should. I believe that they tilt, they recline, and then on this other side you can have it so you can actually pull a lever and tilt the seats back. That's the worst of your seat wear in this whole entire van is right here, which isn't bad at all. little place right there too. I mean, your driver's seat's always going to have the most stress. Usually your driver's in your passenger seat. A little bit of wear on the steering wheel. Nothing too crazy. A couple scratches, you know. Let me take you in this thing. We'll start it up. Now this thing features the 5-liter V8 motor, which is one of Ford's most reliable motors in my opinion. And you'll hear this thing, it just fires right up. Like I said, the air conditioning works great, the heat works great, radio actually sounds pretty good. I was surprised for a unit this old. And I don't know if all the speakers come through, if all the sound comes through all the speakers, or if that back radio, you can set it up so you can put, you probably hit set up the back radio to set up to play different, and then there's headphones and everything that you can listen to in here. But it's got all the original books. First off, you got the seat installations. Just set this all up here so you can check it out. The original StarCraft book is here. I mean, it's worn. It's been sitting in that pocket probably for 20 years. Set the camera down for a minute. Show you all the goodies in here. Okay. So you got the full-size 96 owner's manual. That's all there. You've got the original Ford owner's manual. It's here. You've got the original booklets, like the model, the like the warranty book and all that. It's all there too. And then we have a whole bunch of service records of what the vehicle's been serviced. I mean, you can see every trip that was taken in this thing, all the way documented up to like 85,000 miles. I think that's when the second owner picked it up. So you got every trip, how much gas cost, what the fuel mileage was, and you have every service manual that you have in there is listed, which is, you know, just diagnostics, everything that's been done with the van. It looks like all the way up till 2003. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is just, you know, one that this was completed, well, it wasn't completed in 1988, but like 1998. I'll have to look through and check all the dates and everything on here. That's definitely wrong, but it looks like it was taken mostly to the same garage and serviced there. Yeah, like 2011 this invoice was done. I'm not going to show all the invoices. I might have to blur some things out, but all that information's listed in there. All the book information's listed. All the tags that came on the leather seats. I mean, just everything. All the things that came on the wood. I mean, this is all real wood, and it shows you here, this is how you take care of the wood. I mean, it's incredible. This thing is a time machine. It was well taken care of. It's hard to find a well taken care of van that everything works in. Like, the air conditioning works, the windows work, power door locks work. I mean, everything works on it. It's just it's in great shape. So I'm gonna leave all that out and take a look at it, because I actually didn't see all the service records. Kind of read through them and see what was done. I'll let you hear under the hood just to hear the motor. You really can't see it. And it runs and drives down the road great. I don't know if I can get this. There we go. Sorry about that. But you can hear the motor. Sounds great. Well, it needs some spark plugs and tuned up. Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt. But this van's just, this was the person's vacation van. This is what you went to, when you went on vacation, you got on Old Reliable here with the whole family and knew every trip that you were going to make was going to be a good one, because you kept up on it and the person used it for that purpose. You know, you don't want to be stranded 1,000 miles away or 100 miles away from your house having to work with a mechanic because you don't know who to trust. Take it to the same guy, keep it serviced, and that's what this gentleman did, and kudos to him. So this thing's going to be available for sale. My name's Mike. My phone number is 740-633-8888. Give me a call, set up an appointment to look at it. Come off of YouTube, I'll give you a little discount just because you're from YouTube. Just let me know you saw it on there. I don't know, let's say 250 bucks will take off. So give me a call. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Thanks a lot.